girlfriend isn't feeling very well.
Mercedes-Benz world.
This is going to be one of those shows. Got V8 in it. The Ace Calf. Lotus Esprit is on the move. Union Jack pillows. Didn't take long to find the first Escort. 1.8 turbo. My beautiful girlfriend has found the Hot Wheels. Got a well-trained, really like the colour scheme. RS2000. Found someone who looks even more bored than Cat. V8 in it. Beautiful. It's 3.5 litre V8. Delauto carbs. All original. Yeah, that's really smart. Check this out. My friend Inky, Marcus Hayes ones. Cat loves these purple 1300Es. Stripes remind me of Mark Westcott RS2000 ones. There's the whirly boy there. Brings back some fond memories of my childhood. Does that mean it used to be a left-hand drive? Crayford and sequential gearbox.
Time to finally man up.
Are we driving? Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes. This is my beautiful girlfriend Kat, and today you join us from the cockpit of Roger, Kat's plastic Ford Fiesta. Right now it is New Year's Day and I woke up without a hangover. How many of you did? But yeah, today we're going to the Brooklands Museum in Surrey for an event called the New Year's Gathering, which apparently has over 1,000 cars on display, usually ranging from way back in the day, you know, Second World War times, right up to, I think, K-Reg is the newest car they allow into the show. But yeah, with it being a museum, I'm guessing there's going to be some other stuff to check out while we're there as well. One of you guys that let me know about this event today said that there's a grounded Concorde that you might be able to go on and have a look at. So yeah, not 100% sure what to expect at this event because we've never been before, but it definitely sounds like it's worth checking out. Now the weather forecast said it's going to be dry, and it is dry at the moment, but up until about 2 minutes ago it was raining. So fingers crossed the weather's going to stay dry, especially because my beautiful girlfriend isn't feeling very well today. And that's why we decided to take Roger, because I think Kat is going to benefit from a heater, which Maud doesn't really have. Anyway, we're going to make our way to Brooklands Museum now, and we'll catch up with you when we get there.
On the right-hand side, we have Mercedes-Benz world.
Didn't actually need to go to Mercedes-Benz world. Alright, we have made it into the Brooklands Museum, and I've got a feeling this is going to be one of those shows, just like the Oh So Retro show, where there's so many cars on display that it's going to be hard to know which cars to film and which ones not to film. There's yeah, wide variety of cars here. I'm hoping there's going to be plenty of classic Fords as well. As soon as we walk in, we're greeted by a really cool Lotus Esprit parked next to a really cool Ford pickup. Guy had the engine bay open a minute ago. It's got a V8 in it. Check out the Jaguar XK120 drop head coupe. And I only know that because it says it on the windscreen. Loving the old minivan. Beautiful Mark II Jag. This is already the second one of these I've seen here actually. This one's really smart. With a mint and well presented engine bay as well. Got to take a closer look at this 105e Anglia. I thought this looked familiar, but it's not the one I was thinking. The one that I always see at Chelsea Cruise and stuff. Although, judging by the stickers around the car, it is a regular at the Ace Calf, so maybe I have seen it at some point. Got a roll cage in there. Check out the aftermarket rev counter, Mountney steering wheel, Cobra bucket seats with TRS harnesses. Loving that Anglia. Lotus Esprit is on the move. A really smart Mark II Golf GTI, and next to that we've got a Jensen 541 sandwiched between two Morris Minors. Check out the Union Jack pillows in the back. Yeah, inside this building here there's a load of Grand Prix cars from various eras. So let's go and check them out. We're literally still just inside the show. The entrance is literally just there. Well, it didn't take long to find the first Escort. Check out the Mark I Mexico sitting on Revo alloys. Well, this mini estate thing's really cool. In the engine bay, we'd normally find an engine is just a fuel cell. In the cockpit, Cobra Monaco bucket seats and OMP harnesses. Obviously got a snap-off steering wheel, digital display. In the back is a 1.8 turbo VAG lump. What a beast. Gotta admit, I was kind of hoping that there'd be an engine in the front and the back. Just stumbled across an absolutely mint Cortina gear. My beautiful girlfriend has found the Hot Wheels. Got her well trained. Fingers crossed she finds some Escorts or Sierras. Absolutely loving this VW pickup. Absolutely slammed on its belly. Really like the colour scheme as well. Found a black Mark II Escort RS2000. Looks like a quite leery Pinto in the bay. It's running on some sort of side draft throttle bodies. QED, never heard of them. They definitely look like Gen Vs, maybe they're the copy ones. Really cool alloy rad, Samco hoses. Check out the interior. And a cheeky half safety devices roll cage. There you go, QED Motorsport. Never heard of them before today. Judging by that price, I don't think they are the cheap Chinese copies. Found someone who looks even more bored than Kat. You never see these things. This is a Marcos, which, believe it or not, I did know before I looked at the badge. Part next to that, really tasty Jaguar E-Type. Check this out, some sort of American Ford pickup. On the back, some sort of roof-chopped Ford hot rod thing with a V8 in it. And it's running on a Holley EFI system, so it's fuel injected. Check out the old convertible Zephyr. I wonder if these were done by Crayford, like the Cortinas and stuff were. But yeah, part next to that, really smart old Merc. Loving this Mark III Capri S. Just check out the pattern on the interior. Beautiful fishnet Recaros. Really tastefully modified Granada GXL. Sitting a bit lower on what I think are banded steels. 427 AC Cobra. Is it real? Check out the Rover SD1 with its 3.5 litre V8 in it. Part next to that, Lotus Sunbeam. Really cool with its Delorto carbs. And next to that, a DeLorean. Check out this really cool Droop Snoot Forenza. Loving the gold rims that are sitting on as well. Yeah, just chatting to the owner of that Forenza. He's contemplating whether he should go fuel injection on that. Do let me know in the comments what you think. Should he go fuel injection or should he keep it on the Delorto carbs? I'm sure the anoraks are going to hate this Orion. It's Moret headlights. I think they're Saf Cosy wheels. Quite wild looking interior. Loving the super slammed old Merc. But part next to that, absolutely mint Mark I Escort Deluxe. All original by the looks of it. 1.9 Peugeot 205 GTI. Part next to that, some sort of old Skoda. But next to that, Mercedes 190E Cosworth. Check out this really smart Mordor Mark II Escort. I think that's Olympic blue. Loving the front spoiler on it. Looks like it's sitting on banded steels. Really like those wing mirrors. Have definitely upset the anoraks. Inside's got a OMP steering wheel. Yeah, that's really smart. Bumped into the West London Classic Ford crew. Some very familiar cars in this corner. This is Paul Tucker's Mark I Escort with its really leery crossflow in the bay. Check out that exhaust manifold. Absolute work of art. This thing's running on side draft Webers. Yeah, it makes plenty of power, this thing. And part next to that is a Mark III Cortina estate that I've been meaning to see for ages, since it recently had a engine bay refresh and a different lump installed. Check this out, 24 valve Cosy V6 lump, running on Gen V throttle bodies. Absolute weapon, rocking an MH decal as well. This is going to be going air ride suspension soon apparently, and that's all thanks to my friend Inky. And yeah, this thing's going air ride soon on the back, and that's what gave this guy the idea to do the same. Proper Pinto lump in the bay of this thing, running on side drafts. And Inky was telling me he's got some tasty bits to bolt onto this that Santa Claus brought him. Right next to that, probably my favourite Mark 1 Fiesta on the scene at the moment, Smoothie, owned by Dean. Have a little peek of the beautiful looking crossflow, orange roll cage inside and harnesses, orange fuel cell, covered in stickers, including a couple of Marcus Hayes ones. Awesome thing. Check out this really tidy red Mark 1 Escort, sitting on banded stills, fuel injected Pinto in the bay. And that's a really tasty stainless exhaust manifold. Opposite the West London lot, got this really cool purple 1300E. It's actually what Esther was when she came off the production line. Still got this original 1300 crossflow in there. Still got the wood on the dash and stuff. That wooden steering wheel wouldn't have been original. Kat loves these purple 1300Es. Hopefully one day my channel gets big enough so I can afford to buy her one. Next to the 1300E is a 1300 Mark 1 Capri. Looks pristine. Still got its 1300 crossflow in the bay. That's actually for sale. Give them a call if you're after a Capri. Next to that, Sunbeam Alpine. Another black Mark 2 Escort RS2000 over here. Very wise to cover up the driver's side fishnet Recaro. Love those 4-spoke motorsport steering wheels. Loving this really early Porsche 911. Quite a few Porsches here, but yeah, really like that one. Another Ford GT kit car over here. Got another couple of Capris over here. This one's an injection with its Recaro interior. And it's got the 4-spoke motorsport steering wheel on it. Crook lock, very wise. Next to that, there's another S, beautiful. And again, absolutely love the pattern on the Recaros in these. Right next to that, Series 2 RS Turbo, with its really cool Recaro interior. All the Recaro interiors in the old Fords throughout the years look cool. Check out the Taunus, which I think is basically a German Cortina. Loving the front lip on it and the spotlights. Stripes kind of remind me of Mark 1 Escort RS2000 ones. Got Recaro seats in there. Really nice wooden steering wheel and a flat cap. Actually recently acquired my own first flat cap. Very bright yellow Orion, and another Orion behind that. This one's got a Mark 1 Focus RS lump in it. Super cool. Z-Tech Turbo. There's the whirly boy there. And check out the leather Recaros in it. And another one with the 4-spoke Motorsport RS steering wheel. Yeah, it looks like all the cars are sort of parked around on the banked section of the old racetrack. Yeah, there's a sign there saying this is part of the 1907 racetrack. Seen this old school Ford pickup before. Super cool. Saw this at Runnymede recently, I think. Really tidy truck. Awesome. Check out the Mark II Fiesta van with its gold mini light rims. Certainly sounds like it's still got its 1.1 Valencia lump in it. It's the second Mark 1 MR2 that I've seen at this show, and this one brings back some fond memories of my childhood. It's my big brother Jason, who now lives in Thailand. Shout out to you if you're watching. He used to have one of these cars in this exact colour. Another really cool old school 911 going past. I think they're called a Targa. Really smart E-Type over here. Don't really know anything about these, but I think this is the longer wheelbase one. Certainly got rear seats in it. It's for sale, this thing as well. Don't think my wallet's thick enough though. Beautiful SS Camaro that's for sale as well. Anyone got a spare 43 bags? Next to that, another really smart E-Type in white. Check out the red interior. This one's also for sale. 75 bags. Really tidy Hillman Imp over here. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Does that mean it used to be a left-hand drive? I don't know. Anyway, the boot is open so that we can see the lump in the back. I think Imps are so cool having the engine in the back. Check out the Citroen 2CV. She's called Betty Blue. Right next to that, 100E. Loving the satin paintwork on it. Sitting on mini light rims. Rear ones are a lot wider. Right next to that, Mark 1 Golf GTI that's just departing. Obviously sitting on BBS rims. Love the interior of these. And over here we've got a Crayford Mark II Cortina. Awesome. Found another Mark 1 MR2. This one looks like a bit of a rally car with the spotlights on the front, number on the door. Got motor mech bucket seats in there. I know you can't see because the reflection. Aftermarket steering wheel. It's actually got a sequential gearbox. That's a proper Larry MR2. Alright, so we've made our way back to the main area where we was a little while ago. definitely starting to empty and see people making their way out, including this really cool Mark 1 Golf. Now there is actually various buildings on this site with cool stuff inside to check out. So yeah, we're going to run around and see as much of that as we can before we leave. So I'm going to cue the music and I'll grab some clips of anything cool that we do see, as well as some clips of any cool cars that we pass on our way round. Well, if you know me personally, you'll know that I've said I'll never ever get on an aeroplane, ever. Time to finally man up. We're driving. Well, what an awesome place the Brooklands Museum is. Loads of things to check out. We certainly didn't get round it all. And the car meet today was really cool. So many cars on display. In fact, there was too many cars for me to know which ones to wave my camera at. And according to the people we were chatting to today, that was hardly any compared to previous year's New Year's Day gatherings. So yeah, highly recommend you come and check this place out if you haven't already. I'll definitely be back at some point in the future. Even Kat enjoyed herself. I want to send a massive thanks out to everyone who came over and said hello at the meet today. Sorry to those of you that mentioned you was walking around looking for one of my cars, because I mentioned on my social media that I was coming to this today but didn't actually mention that I weren't bringing my car. But yeah, right now me and Kat are actually gonna pass through my other garage where I haven't been for ages, and I need to have a bit of a tidy up so that I'm ready next time I go round there to switch Maud's clutch round so that I'm ready to take her to the drift day. We're now making the about a mile walk back to Roger so that we can do the off. But yeah, if you thought this video was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe if you're new to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description to follow me on social media. I'll leave a link to my own website down there as well, where you can check out my regular blog posts or get your hands on some official Marcus Hayes merchandise. You can also buy parts for your classic Ford through my website as well, so go and check those out if you're in the market for any bits. Massive thanks to all my patrons for your ongoing support. I will of course leave a link to my Patreon in the description for anyone else who wants to support me in that way, and I'll leave my email address in the description for anyone who wants to contact me. But other than that, until next time, from me and my beautiful girlfriend Kat, thanks for watching.